Bob Woodward is associate editor of the Washington Post. He's with us now from Washington. Bob, good morning.
Morning.
So assess Trump's speech on foreign policy and ISIS for us.
Well, it's a hodgepodge. To Trump's credit, he's trying to seriously assess and come up with some policies and ideas. But if you step back, after 9/11, terrorism has defined so much of the world's history, America's history. Trump is trying to frame it somewhat as a border security problem, which it's not. It is an intelligence and military problem, which the Obama administration really is addressing in a pretty serious, effective, but not perfect way.
Yet Bloomberg Politics poll says that Trump polls higher than she does on the question of who is best prepared to combat terrorism.
Well, you know, he sounds tough, and there is a tough component in all of this, but as the fact checker, Glenn Kessler at the Post, went through the speech, there are lots of things that he said that just are not true, and you can't take the ISIS problem, the Islamic State problem, and dump it all on Obama and Hillary Clinton. It's got a long history going back to the Bush administration.
Go ahead, Marty.
Well, we keep hearing about this idea of ideological tests going back to a Cold War era type screening. What does that mean? I mean, is the idea here that terrorists would tell the truth if you ask them if they want to hurt America?
Well, it's a good question. This notion of extreme vetting, I don't think it's practical at all. I mean, how, as you say, what would you do? Stand there at the airports and have somebody say, do you believe in the Constitution? Do you believe in American values? It just wouldn't work. And again, it's a misfocus of the problem, at least now.
Now, it's been reported, Bob, that Congress is soon going to receive the notes from Hillary Clinton's emails. What should we be looking for there?
You know, God knows. I mean, there are thousands of emails the FBI said that they uncovered that were not turned over. I mean, take anyone's emails, thousands of them. There could be something there, maybe not.
What effect could it have? I guess it depends, of course, on what they find. But do you see this as being a serious issue?
Very serious issues, so many unanswered questions. You know, let's face it, Hillary Clinton just has not come totally clean on this, and she would serve herself well if she would do that.
Bob, why do you think she hasn't?
Habit of secrecy. The whole idea of the private server was so no one would know, and it's a very bad habit. And you really, I mean, I think people say if she became president, are we going to have some kind of transparency? Is there going to be a culture of straight talk rather than a culture of concealment?
She has not had many press conferences either. Should the press be demanding more access?
Well, I mean, it's not about press conferences. It should be, she certainly should have them, but she should do serious interviews with serious people who really want to look at all of this. You can't do it on the fly, and she's trying to do it on the fly, and it is a giant mistake. Look, the people the average voter is asking not just what somebody might do as president, but who they are, and who she is her past, and she needs to kind of just sit down and say, look, on the email thing, I made a serious mistake, and kind of let it roll out. And
she said that. She said she made a mistake.
Right. On the other hand, you have Donald Trump, who has had many dealings with the press, who's now blaming the press for some of his stumblings. He's not the first politician to blame the press for things when things don't go their way. Do you think this strategy is effective for him?
Well, I mean, I want to hear more answers from him about what he might do as president. I mean, somebody was saying Hillary Clinton said she made a mistake. She did, but it's a kind of like, you know, I slipped when I was coming off the stage. This is a serious issue. These thousands of emails that we don't know about, what do they have? You know, people are going to want to see, and as you get closer to the October surprise era, something could come out that could get be significant or get overblown.
It's like his tax returns. Thank you, Bob.
Bob, thank you. Good.